I am getting a wee bit pissed off with the internet system here at Ratana. Now, I've been here quite a while, 20 plus days. I must be, yeah, I'm going back in 4 days. I think it's the 7th of flyback. It could be the 8th, because whatever. And all the time I have been here, the internet has been fucked. It keeps cutting out. It keeps asking for me to re-log in. And consequently, quite often, the videos that I'm trying to upload fail. I think it's a miracle I've uploaded. Yes, uploaded one single video. And I just tried YouTube because people realise I'm uploading videos to either YouTube or Facebook, and I'm editing them. This particular video I just tried, Last Will and Testament, to click edit, was initially 30, well, it still is, I haven't lost it, 30 minutes long. I cut it down to 25 because somewhere I got hold of that. One of the movie providers limits you to a maximum of 25 minutes. But now I've just cut this one to 20 minutes. And it failed. Now, my other option is, which God could be telling me in his infinite wisdom, bless him, that I need to go downstairs to the lobby, because that's what I've had to be doing. Rare. I don't know, but that probably is how I've managed to do it, because I'm up there and down there half the time. So it's not that late. It's 12 minutes past 11 on Sunday evening. And the checkout here is, or check-in, pardon me, should I say, is often open till well to the early hours of the morning, and they used to be going down there. Oh, digress. I had a bit of an incident with a gangster lad, rare, but Jap's a bit freaked out by it. She say, well, what it is, just driving. I'm driving along, and these assholes on their little scooter nearly collided with me because they were trying to cross into my lane. They didn't immediately try and cut. Well, they would have been dead if they tried to actually cut me up. But they did, so I gave them a big long bib. You should have seen the looks on their faces. No, of arrogance and of I've got you numbered sort of thing. So, cut long story short, I gave them back the number. Yeah, I've got you marked, bastards. Anyway, me and Jack get into a little argument, as we often do, unfortunately, because me no speak Thai, she no speak English, really. And the gist of this argument ends with me doing a number outside the hotel, saying, "Oh my God! Oh, it's doing it again." I don't know if this is being filmed. Yeah. I get a little message saying, Ratana 40. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this. You probably can. I've got to re-put in the password, right? There. And then I log in. System is under testing. It's been like that ever since we fucking moved in, right? Yeah, you were. And I don't know what happens in this, because obviously the film keeps going. But, well, I'm not on. It doesn't matter. I don't need to. So, that's a living example of the amount of times this fucking internet cuts out and cuts in. It's all right when I'm doing this, actually making a movie, because I've learned that. This keeps going. It's nothing to do with the computer. It isn't a virus. It just is. Now, I won't go. Lots of things it could be, and the people, the powers that be have been in and doctored the fucking system, and so they get their own signal and all this shit. Because on one of them, I got a little bit of information saying this is where your live stream can be connected to. Mm-hmm. And I think I did agree to, because I thought, well, yeah, that's got right. A live stream facility, meaning people can actually watch as the video is being made or channeled. But that still can't override that if I've got a fucked internet system in the place I live, I have got to override. And the only way I can do that is go downstairs. Anyway, on Digest, we found a brilliant internet cafe. The same analogy, you know, that sometimes I want to upload a video because we went to see Ploy today. He's my goddaughter, as I call it. And we went to see, she loves cartoons. Well, I do actually. And what's it? Not James, the cartoon character, it's an American one. Oh, see, I've forgotten that. Snoopy, but it's not Snoopy, it's Snoopy's owner. He's a boy, something brown, but anyway, very good plot actually. The gist of the plot is it's going through how most people can see, I can't remember his name, Joey Brown, as being a bit of an asshole, right? And but it turns out he isn't an asshole, and he's quite a caring person. And it turns out that everybody then appreciates that, and he's given an award, which again he initially turned down. It was out of integrity because he realised that it was a drawing competition or something, and the drawing actually wasn't his. And so he's still doing. So first, brilliant little speech. Thank you, everyone. I really blah, 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 but I'm afraid I must refuse this. And that's just one incident. I digress. Now, I've met the head monk, and it was quite an auspicious occasion. And as his head monk is, like I said, a genuine thing, he was selling the incense. It's a Sunday, and selling the incense for all the various shrines. Now, blow me down, because this wax, I don't say it's unique, but it's got small, in the grounds, shrines dedicated to various deities and various gurus and whatever. And I come across those that are really into mythology and, Hindu thing, a 4-headed Ganesh statue. It had the little mouse at the bottom, which often Ganesh have, but he had a hand with the Om symbol painted on it. So like giving a blessing. It was really striking. I didn't have a camera, but that will be getting. And I was moved, as I did, to offer incense. In fact, twice. I offered money first, and then it came back later. That's it. I brought Jap to see it. And she's got an issue going on with the massage girls. I think there's some rumours and shit, and they ended up getting nasty. Yeah, cause we all get jealous, and I think this is the 2 years ago issue, because right anyway, and so she doesn't really want to go to Nairn, but so I did the wax is good. Is just as you're coming into Nairn Beach, the entrance to the wax is there just before you hit any of the real shops and the car parking area and that, and it's a sharp left, and you see a big sign on the thing, no, what's it? No bikinis, yeah. Oh no, this guy's on the real things, right? And but we met, and he remembered me. His English is still shite, but I share with him the intention of perhaps setting up mikvahs. This gets better as well in the lagoon. But what I'd forgotten is the other side of the road from the lagoon is a massive, big, you call it reservoir cum lake. Not very deep. You often see the locals diving and getting mussels in it, freshwater mussels. It is all freshwater. Now, that could easily be developed so that people can access and do mikvah there. So it's like God, like all these things, God's ordained this to be a place where healings will take place, and there's not a lot of work to be done. I mean, you can develop it small and develop out. So all you budding developers out there, right, and all of those developers that are keen and aware of what mikvah is, and are aware that it's not only a personal healing technology, it's a planetary healing technology. Now that's where mikvah will overrank, if you like, baptism. Baptism is personal cleansing. Mikveh is planetary and personal cleansing, planetary and personal healing. So, I've met the man. I am going back in 4 days. There's a lady filling on in if they want to follow up on this. Just opposite the, which I included a photograph of, the Ganesh Seafood Restaurant. You'll find it because it's right opposite the road. Hold on, right opposite on. Opposite it, literally on the other side of the road, is a French restaurant. Plus bakery. That's the plus as well. And there, I believe that I've said this another bit. The manageress acts just like the monk, as the main waitress. She comes and takes your orders. She oversees the orders, get it, and it's a watcher, and she's brilliant at customer service, right? Really makes you feel welcome, and any little ditty that you have, she sees to. I mentioned I'd like to take the bread home that I don't eat, and I get a little doggy bag. But she's got a brilliant sense of humour. So I share with this lady that I'm a comedian and I'm looking for work, and that she gets 15%. So it's a clear business transaction, if you like. Any work you get me, I get 15%. But I double share. I give her a card as well. Although I've run out of cards, but there you go. I'm nearly going home now. And the card, though, the only thing valid on it is the internet address. Because the phone I haven't got, I don't carry with it. And I believe there's an English phone. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there is landline in England, true, but she knows that I'm not going back until the 8th, so she will, if anything develops from that connection, she will contact me via email, saying, "I'm Graham, I've got some gigs for you if you're interested," and as arranged. And see, she's that sort of organised person, so I picked her, that she will do all the arranging, what's the capacity of the place, what they consider as a fair price. It's all to do with how many people, if it's a little nightclub or whatever, any travelling expenses that might be incurred, right? I mean, this is a very organised businesswoman. She knows a job. And then whatever money I receive, and that's not including the travel expenses, actual money for doing the performance, she will get 15%. And if at that juncture she does take that role on, not completely, but because she runs the shop, but we need to get a little contract together, that we both are agreeable with, any possible disputes that can come, say as a booking's cancelled, I'm ill, can't do a booking, but they will, the people at the booking work can claim money from us, all that. We will probably take out, which most of us are, an insurance policy, which they have answered it, and we will pay half each. But that covers me from any, what did I say, acts of God. But they are, we're going to get into a philosophy. Everything that happens to you, good or bad, is technically an act of God. Nothing can happen to you without God being in it, even the bad. When we can get to that understanding, we then have achieved a level of inner peace. Most of us are craving peace. Most of us have a proactive mind that is constantly self-destructing us until we realise that the mind is an instrument and it's our instrument and we can control it. I'm going to do this as 15 minutes, but I'm going to put it through the other software I have, and I'm going to cut it into very small pieces, because that appears, I do this as one more experiment. If it's not, I'm down that bloody stairs. So goodbye for now. Oh, on the Saudi thing, yes, I've already put this out clearly, saying what the guides and the helpers, what you're going to call them, that work for me have done, I think collectively as well, he should be asked to abdicate. You should make it clear to him that he will be able to take his possessions, blah blah blah. He will not be interfered with, and him and his family will also be allowed to go wherever it is they decide to go. And that's of course to do with the country that sees them, but that's their right, right? And that it's made clear to him publicly. That's important. Publicly, it's made clear to him that you insist that he abdicate, but the reason is for the relief of suffering and innocent death that would incur from any possible violent engagement. So I'm basically saying to us, I remember Ingleson, don't send special forces in. Do not try to take this guy out because he's such an evil bastard that he will have set up bombs, etc., and make sure that a lot of innocent people are killed. He will go out in a bang. Just move the bastard, and you don't show him this bit. Let him take all his millions of pounds. Then we take him out. Yeah? All right. Don't ask them, ask me. From that, I digress. Lots of love, peace, joy, peace prevail on earth, which it will, Graham.